Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here, welcome back to episode number 5 of the Parma Road to Glory career mode on FIFA 19, and we are back with a big episode today. We are up in second, challenging Juventus for the Scudetto, as well as a bit of Coppa Italia action for us to get into, as well as a January transfer window opening up. But we're going to start up the episode with a match against Cagliari away from home at the Sardinia Arena in Sardinia. This is going to be a big match for us. Obviously, the Sardinia Arena, really a hard place to go to, but Jadon Sancho didn't seem to have any trouble. In the 10th minute, he gets us off to a great start here, 1-0 up in the first half. And we continue on in the second, trying to get the 3 points here now that Jadon Sancho has got us the opening goal. But Cagliari are looking to fight back at the moment. We continue on, and it's the 80th minute now. Can we hold on? We do, in fact, hold on to the 1-0 victory. It's the Englishman, our left winger, our best player in our squad at the moment, Jadon Sancho, securing the 3 points in Sardinia, and it's a crucial 3 points as we get a transfer offer for Jonathan Biabiani from strugglers in real life, Chievo Verona. They're currently sitting at the bottom of Serie A in real life. They're currently, mid-table in this simulation, in this career mode. And they're after one of the starters at Parma. He's actually playing for them in real life. They offer 2.8 million, and I need to go ahead and accept this because he's 31 at the moment. He's gone down from a 74 to a 72. He's just going to decrease in value, decrease in overall. And I know he's pacey. I know he's a fan favorite. But we got to go ahead and sell him for a bit of cash in order to buy someone this transfer window and in the summer. And it's official. Chievo Verona still 2.85 million deal for Jonathan Biabiani. And the Frenchman is off to Verona. He's off to the north of Italy for, I guess we'll get more game time there, but we just got younger, more talented youngsters coming through the ranks at the moment, and Biabiani will just not be getting more game time. If his overall is going to drop, his age is going to increase. And funny enough, our next game is against Chievo Verona at home at the Stadio Ennio Tardini, and we're up against our former player Biabiani literally days after we've sold him. Brignola gets us off to a great start here in the 11th minute. Alario for Chievo gets the equalizer, but Biabiani sitting on the bench for Verona as we continue on in the second half. We're still 1-1. It's a deadlock at the moment, but Gomez comes and gets the second goal for us, and that is going to be the winner in the 67th minute. But this is the first game we are going to play of the episode. It's against Fiorentina at home at the Stadio Ennio Tardini. It's a Coppa Italia round of 16 match, and we're looking to go as far as we can in this competition because this is a competition we want to be winning if we want to get back to the top of Italian football. And we've got our strongest starting 11 ready to take on Fiorentina at home. Taith Chong, Tonali, Lainez, Timothy Weah, of course. And we're continuing on in this game. Jadon Sancho down this left-hand side. He cuts in the box, trying to get something to work here. Murgia heads it back into the area. And it's that man, the American, Timothy Weah, getting us underway here. The 35th minute breaks the deadlock, and Murgia's header gets the assist for our opening goal in the Coppa Italia round of 16. We get the perfect start up against the Fiorentina, and yeah, what a finish it was from the American on the volley, facing away from goal, somehow managed to catch that cleanly and puts it past Alban Lafont in net. We get the 1-0 lead here, and hopefully it sees us through to the next round of the Coppa Italia, the quarter-final. As in the second half, we get a chance with Taith Chong, and he couldn't double our advantage as we continue on in this game. Fiorentina obviously fighting back in this one, and yeah, Timothy Weah one-on-one with the keeper. Unfortunately, didn't take it on his right foot and just completely missed that one. Put it off target as Fiorentina Jota whips it in, and it's Eseric actually at the near post, and Plizzari unfortunately couldn't get to that one. And we concede the equalizer in the 85th minute. Just poor defense from us. The goalkeeper really should have done better there. And unfortunately, after having the 1-0 lead for so long, we go into extra time. Diego Lainez puts a great ball through to Timothy Weah, and in the 102nd minute, he slots it away in the bottom right-hand corner for his double, past Alban Lafont in extra time. And hopefully this one from Timothy Weah sees us through to the quarterfinal of the Coppa Italia. Lovely assist from the Mexican Lainez, the right midfielder. And it's a cool, calm, and collected finish from the American. Just slots that one home into the bottom right hand corner. Lafont came out, thought he could get the better of Weah, but he was the coolest man in the stadium, slotted it into the bottom right hand corner, and that is going to see us through to the quarter final, hopefully, fingers crossed, as Fiorentina continue on the attack. Here they have a shot, and I thought they hit the post cleanly, but it is this man, Fructu, not Plizzari, Fructu, because Plizzari is injured, making this a fingertip save to push it onto the post. That is going to be literally one of our saves of the season. He kept us in the game. He kept it from going to penalties. And wow, besides Timothy Weah, Fructu is going to be our man of the match there. Just for that save, literally brushed his fingertips, pushed it onto the post. And what a save for the man. I mean, he's really showing us why he should be played more, not be on the bench. He's in really good form at the moment as well. We currently sit second in Serie A, 2 points behind Juventus. We've got an away game against Bologna in Bologna. Actually, they've lost against Sassuolo, Palermo, and Lazio in their last 3 games. So we're hopefully looking to get the better of them here at their own stadium. Of course, got the likes of Santander, Lavezzi has joined them, Skorupski as well, Pulga. A lot of decent players in this Bologna side as we continue on in this game. Brignola gets the goal in the 44th minute, but Santander gets the equaliser. Pellegrini gets a goal in the 55th minute to make it 2-1 to us. Can it be another away day win? Will we bring 3 points back to Parma? And it looks like we will, and it looks like we're going to continue being in second place in Serie A. So let's hopefully continue on this great form. We've been simulating a lot of games and getting a few good results out of it. Pellegrini gets an offer from Fiorentina. We reject it, as well as our youth academy prospect Giuseppe Lombardi, our cam/centre forward, gets an offer, but we reject it because he's going to be a great player in the future. But as a replacement for Jonathan Biabiani, we're going to look at a player which we can't afford based on the fees that we have available, but we can get him on a loan. The 73 rated 18-year-old Kangan Lee. A lot of you guys did request him in the first season, didn't really have the funds to bring him in, and he recently transferred to Valencia as well, so we couldn't pick him up. And now, just as a short-term replacement for Biabiani until next season's transfer window, we are going to sign Kangan Lee, the South Korean from Valencia. Has a really decent potential, but he's going to be on loan for a season up until next January. And I believe he's going to be a really decent signing for us, a decent replacement for Biabiani. He can also play in the midfield as well, so he's a bit versatile when it comes to that. We've got a big game against Napoli at the San Paolo to look forward to. Another big game that's going to, decide our season. Will we be title contenders? Will we be top 4? Or will we miss out on European football completely? This is going to be another massive game for us in this episode, and it's going to determine, are we going to be serious contenders for the top 4 and for Champions League football? As you can see, we're 2 points behind Juventus, 19 games played, 42 points. Can we continue on this good run of form? We've got Napoli, a really, really tough opponent up against us. And it's former striker Roberto Inglese starting for Napoli. And yeah, it's our former player, a former star of season number 1, Inglese, the man who, was one of the top goal scorers, who scored most of our headers, who literally qualified us for the Europa League. He is up against us in this Napoli side, and Napoli on the attack here. They cross the ball in, and just as we were talking about his aerial threat, the man that scored so many goals for us last season on loan, Roberto Inglese, strikes against us yet again, and he goes ahead and celebrates against his former team, Parma. And we go 1-0 down at the San Paolo. He's come back to haunt us, Inglese, a few times in this career mode, and Tonali misses out on the header against his fellow former teammates. And we go 1-0 down to a Roberto Inglese header. Now we know how it feels like to concede one of those, but we're back in this one. Sancho gets a shot on. Unfortunately, the keeper saves it, but Shaparenko recovers. Murja will take a shot, deflects off the Napoli defenders. We continue to press them away. Wins the ball back. Murja gives it off to Taith Chong, and what a finish from the man from Holland, stirring the pot up against Napoli. And we've got the equaliser from Inglese's header. We get the equaliser through Taith Chong. Great pressure from Weah, gives it off to Murja, sets Chong up beautifully. And let's talk about that beautiful finish from the man himself, Chong, with that left foot strike. As we continue on, Lainez with his pace crosses the ball in, and it finds Jadon Sancho. He's been on good form lately, and he's got one here at the San Paolo against Napoli right before half-time. The man from Borussia Dortmund makes it 2-1, and we get another goal here in quick succession, and we are in the lead here in Napoli. And Meret, I believe, in goal, maybe even Ospina. I think it was Meret, actually. Just completely dived the wrong way for that one. Jadon Sancho slots that one comfortably, putting us in the lead here. We're sitting in a good state right before half-time. As we continue on in this game, we still got the second half to play here, as Napoli are looking to get back into this game after they had the lead. Their right back crosses the ball in, and it's that man, Younes, sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking today. It's Younes, a man at the back post, getting the goal for Napoli, and Inglese is celebrating again against his former team. But similar goal to what we scored against Napoli right before halftime with Jadon Sancho, and they get a goal back to equalise, making it 2-2 at the San Paolo, as we have Hamsik in here with the header, comes off the crossbar, and Napoli get the rebound to make it 3-2. They go in the lead once again, and it's Machach. I've literally never heard of that player ever, but a beautiful cross in there. Hamsik header comes off the crossbar, and it falls perfectly to the Napoli player, making it 3-2. They're in the lead, and we've lost our 2-1 lead. But here, Mpadu, I thought would have been a free kick, but somehow it is a penalty in the 77th minute. A bit of shirt tugging, a bit of rustling with Dries Mertens there, as you can see. But I thought that was outside the box. It didn't really look like it was in the box that much, but it's a penalty nonetheless. And yeah, Dries Mertens converts that one, unfortunately. And from 2-1 up, we go 4-2 down against Napoli. We concede a few second half goals, and I thought that, I don't know, you guys tell me in the comments below. He has a kick at Dries Mertens as well, so that might have been a selling point for the referee. But let me know if that was a penalty inside the box, outside the box. I don't know, it was pretty soft, but we do confirm Kangin Lee has loaned in after that defeat against Napoli, 4-2 defeat. We loan in the South Korean, hopefully looking to replace Jonathan Biabiani. In the meantime, as we look for a suitable replacement, another loan offer comes in for Luca Pellegrini, our left back from Roma. We block offers for him because he's a player we want to keep as we continue on in this January transfer window. We've got a lot of games to get through today, but it's our two ex-Man United stars, Gomez and Taith Chong, getting offers there. No way we're selling them. Absolutely key to our squad. And we've got a Coppa Italia quarter-final against Lazio at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. And we've got a pretty rotated lineup. Lee makes his debut. Roche gets in there at right wing. Brignola, Gomes are in there as well. We've got a big game here. Quarterfinals. If we win this, we're into the semis. And I forgot how far we got into this competition last season, but I don't think we got that far. I don't think we got past the round of 16. And we're up against Lazio. This is actually where the final will be held if we do make the final. But this is the quarter final against Lazio at the Stadio Olimpico. We're wearing our fan favorite black dark kit with the yellow-blue cross in the middle. A lovely kit in real life and in FIFA as well, as Kangin Lee makes his debut in the Coppa Italia quarter final. Let's see what he can offer to the team. but it's a pretty strong starting 11 from Lazio. They actually signed Jonjo Shelvey. They've sold Milinkovic-Savic. Lombardi starts for them, but Insoki in Romagna starting at the back. Tonali is in there as well. We got Jonathan David starting up top, and he is on the ball at the moment. He crosses it in. He squares it to Enrico Brignola, and he gets us underway here at the Stadio Olimpico. 1-0 in the 17th minute. We open the scoring here, stunning the Lazio faithful, and it's a lovely defense-splitting pass, and we saw Brignola's run. David gets the assist there, and the Canadian on form at the moment, and Brignola had an empty net to aim at. He could never miss that one. And we go 1-0 up in the quarter-final. Let's hope for no extra time and penalties in this one as we continue on. It's Gomes with a cross in. Roche gets to the end of it, and look who's there. The man on debut, the man we just signed from Valencia, Kangin Lee, who started at left wing for us today, wins a header and gets us 2-0 up in the 33rd minute. The Parma faithful who have travelled to the capital have witnessed the South Korean getting his first goal in Parma colours. It's a beautiful header in the bottom corner. You'd think Strakosha could do better there, but it's the cross, and he's aimed it the way it came. Kangin Lee, not known for his headers, but he's got one there, making it 2-0. And wow, we continue on in the second half. 76th minute, Roche is there. Can we get the third? Lazio defenders block it, and they keep themselves alive in this game. But it's 2-0 to us so far. We're absolutely dominating Lazio, and we clear their free kick off the line in the 82nd minute. Nothing going for Lazio tonight, and we continue on into the semi-final of the Coppa Italia. Meanwhile, I was negotiating a deal with Nicolas Cosa, a centre-back, a backup centre-back slash left wing-back from Montpellier. And this Frenchman's got really decent potential. We signed him on a decent contract, a decent fee, and we just didn't have enough money to buy him. Literally a few $1,000s, pounds or whatever, off buying Cosa, a decent centre-back, a good centre-back for us. And we just didn't have the money on us, which is unfortunate to see. But with the leftover money we did have from this January transfer window, we offered David a new contract because I accidentally signed him on a contract which had a £3,000 release clause. And we couldn't sign him up on a new contract because he recently joined the club. And I didn't want a club to come in and buy him for £3,000. So that would have been devastating, but thank God I remembered, and no club has come in for him and bought him for £3,000 to activate that release clause. And now we're going to sign him up on a new contract without a release clause. I mean, that was an accident when I first signed him. A few of you guys pointed that out, and I've been meaning to sign him on a new contract. Now, I finally remembered, and the Canadian signs a new 5-year deal with Parma. No more £3,000 release clause. Thank God the CPU are too dumb to come in for him. But we continue on in the Serie A. We've got a home match against Genoa at the Stadio Ennio Tardini, and Lainez opens the scoring in the 7th minute. The Mexican has proving to be our signing of the season so far. And he's a great signing for us. Taith Chong gets the second goal, and arguably one of our most improved players of the team, as Lapadula gets a goal in the 64th to bring it back for Parma. Can they come and draw this game? And it will look to be a consolation for them as we get the 2-1 win. Another 3 points, another crucial game that we needed to win, as we got Pellegrini going up to a 75 in training, but it won't matter because of the new training glitch in career mode, the -1 overall glitch in career mode, which is so annoying. But we continue on with Plizzari back in goal. The front three of David, Roche and Kangin Lee, our new loanee, coming in against Fiorentina at home, a team which we recently beat in extra time in the Coppa Italia round of 16. We got them in Serie A, and David, the new man who signed the contract, not the new man, he's the newly signed contract. He has opened the scoring. He has Pellegrini comes on to get the second goal cushion in the 70th minute. We end up getting a comfortable victory against Fiorentina at home as we continue on in the Serie A and push for maybe first, second place. We've got another big game against Benevento away from home, recently promoted from Serie B. as we continue on. They actually signed Scott McTominay from Manchester United, which is an interesting signing for the Benevento club. As we continue on, Taith Chong, a man who's been on fire this episode, gets us underway in the 32nd minute. Timothy Weah, another man who has been on fire, and McTominay gets a consolation goal for Benevento as we get an away day win in Campania 2-1. As we're only 3 points behind Juventus at the moment, 23 games played, and we're 3 points behind the best team in Italy, if not the world, as they have Ronaldo, all these good players. Sassuolo in third, but we focus our attention, we shift our attention to the Europa League as we're into some knockout European football against Lokomotiv Moscow in the round of 32 in the Europa League. We've got a pretty strong lineup going in there. Kangin Lee gets his Europa League debut for Parma, as we're going to play this one in Russia, in Moscow, recently where the World Cup was held at the Luzhniki Stadium. One of the stadiums did host a final, hosted the opening game, hosted quite a few games, and Lokomotiv Moscow is one of the teams that we're going to be versing there in this Europa League round of 32 match, and we're looking to do really well here as, again, we want to go as far in this competition as we can, because qualifying for European football in Serie A is not a guarantee, and we need this as a backup. Lokomotiv Moscow, pretty decent starting 11. Got Huvades, Korluka at the back. And yeah, we just want to go, we want to continue this European journey we are on at the moment with Parma, as we've had a few joys in the Europa League so far this season. We're looking to continue that here, and it's a good save from the keeper, David. The man who signed a contract recently misses that one, but Sancho is going to cut inside the box. He's going to cross it in, and unfortunately Lokomotiv Moscow clear it, but it's Sandro Tonali with a powerful shot, but the keeper for Lokomotiv Moscow saves that comfortably. As we continue on, we hit the post with Brignola, we hit the crossbar, with Brignola, and we look like the team who've been dominating so far, but Smolov is on the attack. He finds a beautiful through ball to Fernandez, and Lokomotiv Moscow opened the scoring here, or we thought they did. I was so angry when this one went in, because we were dominating the whole game. Lokomotiv Moscow had one attack, they scored, but thankfully it was offside. And we continue on here with Brignola, gives it off to David. He finds Lainez on this right hand side, the pacey Mexican down this right hand side. Can he find the goal? He cuts back inside, and wow, like, I thought that was going to hit the crossbar when I shot it, and it just snuck in from Diego Lainez, probably our signing of the season. I'm just going to say it now because he's had a great debut season for Parma. He cuts inside and he shoots it, hit the goalkeeper, hits the ground, and literally just misses the crossbar to make its way into the goal. Hits the goalkeeper's armpit, bounces on the ground, and lands in the top left-hand corner. And we've got an away goal here in the first leg in Russia, and we continue on, as that will settle it 1-0 to us. We get a crucial away goal as we're going to welcome Lokomotiv Moscow to the Stadionio Tardini in Parma for the second leg. We're looking to hopefully progress out of the round of 32. We get the 1-0 away goal, crucial away goal for us, but we got a game against Inter in between, and we're going to play that at the San Siro. So 2 crucial away games back to back. Let's see what we can do here in Milano at the San Siro. As you can see there, we are coming up against some strong opposition, another top 4 contender. So can we see how we do here? We lost against Napoli, pretty much our bogey team. Let's see if we can do it against a top 4 opposition in Inter. Recently got knocked out in the Champions League in real life, now in the Europa League. So, I mean, we're playing at the San Siro. Let's see how we do against a famous team in Italy. We're 6 points behind Juventus now after they've won their game. Ronaldo, they got the Tifo going there in the Parma section. I don't know what's going on there, but Inter have a pretty decent lineup. Dele Alli, Mauro Icardi, Correa, Gaia, a lot of decent players. We got our strongest starting 11 we could have put together from that Europa League game. A lot of players were tired, but Gagliardini is going to get things underway. He has the Inter continue on the attack. Jose Gaia makes his way into the box. Grimaldo, a left back, swings it in to the Englishman Dele Alli from Tottenham Hotspur. Ex-Spurs player gets the scoring underway here at the San Siro in the 22nd minute. they've broken the deadlock here pretty early, and it's pretty sloppy defending from us. We've conceded a few of those goals this episode, just the cross along the middle of the box, just a low cross, and there's a man waiting for it at the back post, and that man was Dele Alli. A few times that happened against Napoli as well, but we continue on. We don't give up early on as Pellegrini finds Gomes. Gomes gets in a bit of space. He finds Timothy Weah. What's going to happen here? We get the goal against Inter. We find the equaliser in the 40th minute, right before half-time, and Timothy Weah, a man, probably one of the players of this episode, gets the equaliser in the 40th minute. Handanovic made a bit of a mistake there, as a beautiful assist there, beautiful way to find Weah. He touched it just the right amount right before Handanovic got to it, and he literally nudged that in with his right foot, just toe poked it in. Handanovic came out of the goal. Unfortunately for him, couldn't make a save on that one, and the American gets us the equalizer here at the San Siro as we continue on in the second half. It's St. Maximin coming through as Jose Gaia gets a shot away, and outside the box finesse shot from the Spaniard, the ex-Valencia man. It comes through with a goal here for Inter. 9 Golan looking really happy there as they go 2-1 up in the 65th minute. Unfortunately for us, all our hard work goes to waste as Inter get one attack here. Defense caught off guard. No one was marking Gaia. And yeah, Plizzardi couldn't keep that one out. And that's how the game would end. 2-1, unfortunately, against Inter. We lose that game away from home. 2 crucial games that we had in Serie A away from home. Against Napoli, we lost 4-2. And now against Inter at the San Siro, we end up losing 2-1 after a valiant performance. But we have to move on. We got a game against Lokomotiv Moscow at home in Parma for the second leg of the round of 32 in the Europa League. We're looking to bring this one home for the fans as we start. David, he gets us opening in the 16th minute. The 1-0, we're 2-0 up on aggregate with a home goal and an away goal so far. So let's see what the boys can do in the second half. Fernandez gets an away goal back for Lokomotiv Moscow. It's currently 2-1 on aggregate, so let's hopefully close this one out. David gets a second goal here to make it 2-1 and 3-1 on aggregate, and that means we are through to the round of 16 in the Europa League. We're going to see who we come up against in the next round in the Europa League draw, but a good home performance from us that we've simulated. And we're going to go through to the next round. We're going to find out our next opponents in Europe and hopefully make our way through the quarterfinals. But here it is, our draw. The bold man picks out Parma in the draw. Let's see who we're coming up against. And it looks like we're up against another Moscow side. This time, it's not Lokomotiv Moscow, it's CSKA Moscow. Another team in Russia and another team in the same city. So the Parma fans got it easy in this one. They're off to the exact same city, exact same country, and we're up against another Moscow team, CSKA, a team which I think were in the Champions League this season, so they must have finished third and ended up in the Europa League, but a few decent games in there. Roma is in it as well, Liverpool in there, so a lot of decent teams in the Europa League this season. And if we do get past Moscow next episode, it's going to be a big one. We're currently in second in Serie A. Juventus are 6 points ahead of us. Sassuolo in third. Inter, who we recently lost to, in fourth. Napoli, another team we lost to, in sixth. Milan in fifth. Cagliari, who we got an away day win at the start of the episode, in seventh. Lazio, a team who we beat in the Coppa Italia quarterfinals, in eighth. As we move down the table, Torino in ninth, the team we're going to face next episode. Roma having a really disappointing season in 10th, but it's currently Benevento, Hellas Verona and Genoa in the relegation zone. Chievo Verona, the team who we sold Biabiani to, just currently sitting afloat. 16th in Serie A as Palermo in 14th, Udinese in 13th, Fiorentina, who we've beaten twice this episode, in 12th. So that's going to wrap up the episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. We're going to come back next episode with a big one. We're currently second in Serie A, so hopefully you've enjoyed. Smack the like button if you did. Subscribe for some more FIFA 19 content, and I'll catch you guys on the very next video.